Hello everyone, welcome to day second of March Leetcode challenge, and today's question is set mismatch. In this question, you are given an array that contains numbers from 1 to n. Unfortunately, one number got duplicated and one number got missing. What you need to do, you need to return a new array that has two elements. The first one signifies the duplicated element and the second one signifies the missing element. So let's walk through one of the examples. In this case, you are given 1, 2, 2, 4. Which one is a missing element? 3 is a missing element. And which one is duplicated? 2 is duplicated. And this is how we return the output. In this case, which is a duplicated element? 1. And which one is missing? 2. How do you get to know n? N equals to the length of the input array. So let's quickly look at the algorithm that I have created for this. It's a very interesting problem. You will learn something exciting today. So let me just take a pen and let's talk about the naive approach first, the brute force approach that should click your mind if you are reading this question for the first time. We'll use set to solve this problem. How? We will keep track of the elements that are getting added into the set. As soon as we see that the element already exists in that stack, we can identify the duplicated element, and once we have that, we can compute the uh, missing element as well. We'll start from 1 to n, and whichever element is missing from this set, that element would be our missing element. So let's walk through this solution. So we get 2. 2 is not there in the set. 2 gets added. We get 4. 4 is not there in the set. 4 gets added. We again get 2. That means 2 is already there in the set. That means it is the duplicated element. Our answer set first element becomes 2, and let's move ahead. We get 1. 1 gets added into the set. Let's do second iteration. We start from 1, move till n, and in here in this case would be 4, and we'll check which element is not there in this set. 1 is there, move ahead. 2 is there, move ahead. 3 is not there in the set. Break the loop and update your answer dataset. We add 3 and return this. So pretty simple approach of solving this solution by this approach. Complexity would be order of n, time complexity, the space complexity again would be order of n, since you are storing all the elements in the set. So let's talk in something interesting now. The second approach. Can we do it without using sets? The answer is yes. How can we do it? We'll use the hashing kind of technique to conclude the answer. So let's try and understand the approach with this example. We have 2, 4, 2, 1, and the indexes are listed here 0 to 3. One thing that we are pretty sure that the elements would be from 1 to n, and we will exploit this information to identify the duplicate element. How? I'm just going to tell you this. So let's start the iteration. We get 2, and what we will do, we will update the 2th index number to -1. So since the indexes starts from 0 to 3 rather than from 1 to n, so we will reduce the absolute value by 1 and update the number at the corresponding index to negative. So since 2 is there, so 2 minus 1 would be 1, and what we will do, we will update uh, the element at 1's position to -4. So this elements get -4 value. Let's move ahead with the iteration. So we get -4 here. We'll make sure that we are doing the absolute operation. So 4 minus 1 gives us 3, and what we will do, we will update the value at 3 index to minus to negative. So we will update minus 3 to minus 1. Then let's move ahead. We get 2 again in the next iteration. So 2 minus 1 would be 1, and we will visit this the corresponding node 1, and at 1 what we saw, the number is already negative. Since the number is already negative, that means it's a repetition case, and we will update the answer set to the index at which we started from. So this was the one that we started from, uh, 2. So the first value gets 2. Let's move ahead, and we get uh, 1 here. So after 1, what we will do, we will reduce it by 1. So we get 0, and we have 0. We go to the 0th index and negate that value. So after this operation, how the elements are arranged in the array, it's minus 2, minus 4, 2, and then we have minus 1. Anything different that you see here, the index which holds a positive value plus 1 would give us the one which is the missing element. So we'll iterate through the array again, and we will see which element holds a positive value, and since this index holds the positive value 2, so the answer would be 2 plus 1, because the indexes are from 0 to n minus 1, while the numbers were actually from 1 to n. So this is how we will update the answers array, and we get 3 here. Overall, what we are doing in this technique, we are exploiting the fact that two elements are getting repeated, and we are using the indexes technique to identify the duplicate one. One important thing to note here is the the one holding the positive value, that index will be used to identify the missing element, not the value that is held at that index. In this case, the index is 2, so the answer would be 2 plus 1. We won't be using the value to actually find the missing element. The time complexity of this approach would be order of n, and the space complexity would be constant time. I hope the algorithm is clear to you, and let's move on to the coding part. Let me just create an answer array, integer ans, new int, the size would be 2, and let's start the algo. Integer I equals to 0, I is less than nums dot length, I plus plus. What we will do, we'll try to find the index that we have to negate. So integer index equals to math.abs. We'll look for the absolute value that is currently held at index I, and we will reduce it by 1, because the indexes start from 0 to length minus 1. However, the numbers are from 1 to n. And since we now know the index that we have to negate, but before doing that, let's check if the value held at the index is already negative or not. If it is already negative, that means that's a case of duplication. Ans of 0 will become index plus 1. It's very important to write plus 1 here because you subtracted 1 from the actual value. Otherwise, if the value is not negative, we will make it negative. Something like this. And let's find out the missing element now. And for your sake, I am printing out the elements as well, so that you understand it better. If my current number is greater than 0, that means the ith index plus 1 is my missing element. ans of 1 equals to I plus 1. And once I have done this, I'll return my answer. What we have, the numbers are like this: -1, -2, 2, and -4, which is in absolute sync with what we discussed. And let me just try and submit this. Accepted. What is the time complexity of this approach? The time complexity is order of n, the space complexity is order of 1. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it.